Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Gradeup's MBA Prep channel. So, in this series of DILR previous year's question discussion, today I'm going to discuss Shift-1 of 2018. That is the third part of the video. Okay, we have already discussed first two parts. You can watch those sessions on our channel. Okay, so this is the third part that we are going to discuss in today's session. I hope you must have watched the previous two parts as well, and today we'll discuss the third one. So before we begin, an important announcement that Gradeup is conducting All India Scholarship Test for CAT 2021, and it has scholarships worth rupees 2.5 lakhs. The test date is from October 17th, which is today. It started at 8 a.m. and is available up to 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. So you can attempt this test, and if you turn out to be a topper, you can get scholarship in the form of discount in our courses. All right. And if you want to enroll in our mock tests, if you want to enroll in our Gradeup courses, you can buy Gradeup Super subscription, and using that you get access to all our courses and mock tests available on the Gradeup platform. All right, so let us start with the discussion. Let's start with the question discussion. Today I'll be taking up 4 sets. 4 sets have already been discussed previously. Okay. So talking about the first set, this was a set on like a square matrix, right? So it says that there is a square matrix which has to be filled with n by n numbers. Okay, so it has to be filled with it's a n by n square matrix, and it has to be filled with numerals such that no adjacent cells have the same numeral. Okay, two cells are called adjacent if they touch each other horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. So a cell in one of the 4 corners has 3 cells adjacent to it, and a cell in the first or last row or any column which is not in the corner has 5 cells adjacent to it. Any other cells has 8 cells adjacent to it. Okay, so what it means is, like, if you have a corner cell, right, like if you talk about this corner cell, it has 3 cells adjacent to it, 1, 2, 3. If it is at this position, it will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if it is a central position, it will have 8 cells adjacent to it. Okay, so no 2 adjacent cells can have the same number on them. Okay, now the first question is, what is the minimum number of different numerals needed to fill a 3 by 3 square matrix? Okay, so if we talk about this matrix, let us start with the smallest number. Let's pick any number. Let's start with 1 itself. Okay, so I can fill, this was an easy question from this set. So 1. Okay, now all its adjacent cells should have a different number, right? So its adjacent cells cannot have 1, right? It has to have a different number. Okay, so suppose I put 2 here. Now this cannot be 2, this cannot be 1. It is adjacent to both of them, so let it be 3. Okay, then I can have this is 1, 2, 3, so it has to be 4. You cannot have 1, 2, and 3 in this. Okay, now coming to this cell, now can I put any number from this? Like apart from 4, I can put 1 or 3. Let us put 1. I can put 1, right? That's fine. It is not adjacent. Now I cannot put 2 here, but I can put 3 here. Right? I have this 3. Okay. Similarly, if I talk about this, I can put 1 here also, not adjacent to this. I can put 2 here, right? 2 is not adjacent to any of these numbers, and then I can again have 1 here. Okay, so I can use minimum of 4 digits. Okay, I can use minimum 4 digits to fill this matrix. Okay, I do not need more than 4. In 4 I can fill this cell. Okay, Alright, so let's look at the next question. What is the minimum number of different numerals needed to fill a 5 by 5 square matrix? Now the square matrix has become larger, so it's not easy to fill. Like let us see if we can fill with lesser numbers. So I can put 1 here, I can put 2 here. Okay, so like I can also have 1, 2, 1. Okay, so can I have this like 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, and again 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3. And again 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So I can fill this matrix in this way, isn't it? I can fill this matrix using 4 digits, right? Like I filled in the previous case, it can be filled in this also minimum 4 digits required. Okay, so again this can also be filled with 4 digits. See, this is the minimum, right? You can fill more than that as well, but that is not needed. It is asking you the minimum elements. Okay. Okay, so now let us see. Now let's see the next question. Suppose you are allowed to make one mistake, that is one pair of adjacent cells can have the same numeral. What is the minimum number of different numerals required to fill a 5 by 5 matrix? Okay, now it says that you can make one mistake. Okay, so one mistake means that I took 1, I make it 1. Okay, so I am allowed to make just one mistake. Okay, so if I made this mistake, let me see how many I need. 2, 1, 2. Now I cannot have others as this. Right, so I made one mistake. I can just fill it like this. Like 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, anything. Right, not any adjacent, but one mistake, still I'll have to fill 4. Okay, I'll have to fill minimum 4. I cannot do with 3. Isn't it? Because like you make mistake at any place. Maybe you make at the center, you make at any other place. You will still need minimum 4. Okay. So this is the minimum that we need. Alright. Suppose that all the cells adjacent to any particular cell must have different numerals. What is the minimum number of different numerals needed to fill a 5 by 5 square matrix? Okay. So in the previous conditions, up to previous questions, it was that only adjacent cells. Okay, what was the condition? So adjacent cells, right? Okay, so they had different numbers. Okay. Now all cells adjacent to a particular number must have different numerals. Okay. So what is the maximum number of adjacent cells? Is it given to us in the question? Even if it was not given, which cells would have the maximum number of adjacent numbers? Obviously the ones in the center, right? If we look at this, it has 3 adjacent. It has 5 adjacent, like this cell will have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if I take some central cell like this, it can have 8 adjacent, isn't it? It can have 8 adjacent cells. So I can put up to 9 digits. Let us say I can make any other number, right? I can make just this number like this: 6, 3, 2, 4 is remaining. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'll fill it like this. Right, so I filled, so this is 2, 3, 4, 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I need to fill 6, 7, 8, 9, like all have different digits. Now 6 is the central. Okay, so no, this is not correct. Okay, so let us start with some central cell. Let us fill like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll put 4 as the central. Now 3, 6, 9 are pending. So 3, 6, 9 and 2, 5, 8. 1, 4, 7 is pending. So I'll put 1, 4, 7. Okay, so I can produce 6, 4, 5. I can produce 6, 4, 5 like this. Okay. Now wait. 1, 4, 7, 3, 6, 9, 1, 4, 7. Okay, so 3, 1, 2 are pending in this. Okay, so I'll put 3, 1, 2 and 3 and 1. And similarly, I can put like 9, 7, 8, 9, 7. So if you pick any of the squares, okay, if you see any of the squares, you have 9 different digits. Okay, adjacent, all adjacent are different. So you need 9 such digits. Okay, so if you use 9 digits, you can fill this one. Alright, so you need 9 digits to fill this matrix. It was a nice question, somewhat very different from others. Okay. Alright, let's go to the next set. It says an ATM dispenses exactly 5,000 per withdrawal using 100, 200 and 500 rupee notes. The ATM requires every customer to give a preference for one of the 3 denominations of notes. It then dispenses notes such that the number of notes of the customer's preferred denomination exceeds the total number of notes of other denominations dispensed to her. Okay. So if you give some preference, okay, that notes will be maximum in number as compared to other notes. Okay, so that is the condition given to you. Okay. Now the first question is, in how many ways can the ATM serve a customer who gives 500 rupee notes as his or her preference? Okay. So if a person gives 500 rupee note as preference, okay, so what is the minimum number of notes? Let us start with 510. Okay, so 5, 2 and 1. So a person can give 10, right? The person can get 10 notes of 500, right? A person can get 9 notes. These two should not add up to 9. Okay, so you cannot have 9 here, right? You can have you cannot have 2 and 8 here either, right? Otherwise it will be 10 notes. Sorry, you have 500 only, right? So you can make 500 by like 0, 5, 9, 1, 3 and 9, 2, 1. Okay, so to make 500 rupee notes, you have these many cases. Alright, and if you give 8 notes of 500, suppose you get 8 notes, what are the different ways? You have to have 1000, right? So you cannot have 10 notes of this. You cannot have 8 notes also. If you put 6 notes, right, that is 600 plus 2, that is 8. This is not true because you have to have that should exceed the total number of notes of other denominations. That is like calling the side length of the third side is greater than other 2 sides, right? So you cannot have 2 notes, right? So you will have minimum of 3 notes. It will give a minimum of 3 notes. Okay, so minimum 3 notes if you have 600 and this will be 400, and then you can have 8, 4 and 2 and 8, 5, 0. Okay, so you can give 7 choices. Okay, the person can get the money in 7 ways. Okay, so the answer is 7. Okay. If the ATM could serve only 10 customers with a stock of 50 500 rupee notes and a sufficient number of notes of other denominations, what is the maximum number of customers among those 10 who could have given 500 notes as their preference? Okay, so we saw that So what we are saying that if the ATM could serve only 10 customers with a stock of 5,500 notes, okay. So there are 10 customers, okay, and there are 5,500 notes, okay, and like other two notes are sufficient, okay. They are I won't say unlimited, but yes, good enough to fill the requirement of all these people, right? So you have to tell what is the maximum number of customers among these 10 who could have given 500 rupees notes as their preference. Now, if you go to the previous question, we saw that 500 rupee preference can be given in these many ways, right? Either you can get 1000, 905, or you can get this way, okay? So if you give a 500 rupee preference, okay, so you have to get at least 8 notes, right? At least you draw at least 8 notes, isn't it? You draw either 8, you draw either 9, or you draw 10 notes. Now there are 50 notes, okay, and each one is getting at least 8 notes, right? So there could be only 6 people who could fulfill their criteria. Okay, so only 6 people will be able to fulfill their criteria, otherwise it's not possible for more than that. Okay, so 50 by 8 is 6. Okay, 7th person could get maximum 2 notes only, right? So the answer is 6. Alright. What is the maximum number of customers that the ATM can serve with a stock of 5,500 notes and a sufficient number of notes of other denominations if all the customers are to be served with at most 20 notes per withdrawal? Okay. So now the number of customers is limited to 20. Number of notes per customer is 20. Okay. And you have to tell that how many maximum people can be served. Okay. Now see, so you have to have 5,500 rupee notes. Okay. So what we will do in this case is, we have to maximize the maximum number of customers, right? So we will give minimum notes to everyone. We will give minimum notes to every person, right? If you have to maximize, like I have a certain stock, right? I have 5,500 rupee notes, and I have to minimize the number of maximize the number of customers. So what will I do? I'll try to distribute minimum number of notes to customers, right? Okay. So if you see now, if you have let us check for minimum 500 rupee notes that I can give. Okay, if I give 500, 200 and 100. Okay, let me check that. Is it possible? If I give 520, I'll have to give minimum 25 notes, even if I minimize this minimum number of notes is, and minimum at most 20 notes per withdrawal. Okay, you can give at most 20 notes. So minimum notes are 25, which is not possible. If I have one note of 500, okay, I have to dispense 4,500 rupees. So how can I minimize it? I'll give 22, that is 4,400, and then again one note of this, right? So it will again require 24 notes, which is not feasible, right? Because what you have to have, at least at most 20 notes, right? If you give 2, you have to have 4,000 rupees more. You can give 20 here. So 20, and this is 4,000 plus 2, 5,000. But still you are giving 22 notes. This is also not possible. Suppose you give 3 notes, then you can make it 15, and you have to make 34. I can give 17 and 1. Okay, again you have 21 notes, which is not possible. If I give 4 notes of 500, that is 2000, I can give 15 notes here, isn't it? So if I give 4 notes, I can have 15 and 0, right? Or I can have 16 also. No, not 16, but 14 and 2 also. That is also making it 20. So it is possible in case of 4 notes. Okay. So I need minimum 4 notes of 500 rupees. Right. So how many maximum customers can I serve? There are 50 notes of 500. And minimum I have to give 4 notes per person. So I can serve 12 persons. I can serve 12 persons using this scheme. Alright. What is the number of 500 rupee notes required to serve 50 customers with 500 rupee notes as their preference and another 50 customers with 100 rupee notes as their preferences if the total number of notes to be dispensed is the smallest possible? Okay. So what we have to do in this case is you have to serve 50 customers who have 500 rupees notes as their preference and another 50 customers who have 100 rupee notes as their preference, and total number of notes has to be the smallest possible. Okay. So what will we do? So we have two sets. Okay. One set is with 500 as the preference and another set is with 100 as the preference, and we have to minimize the number of notes. Okay. If a person has 500 as the preference, what is the minimum number of notes can I give? I can give 10 notes of 500. That will minimize the number of notes. Isn't it? If I reduce it, I'll have to dispense more notes. The thing is, the number of notes to be dispensed is the smallest possible. So smallest possible is 10, and there are 50 such customers. Okay, so 500 notes to those customers. Now there are customers with 100 rupee notes as their preference. Okay. Now customers who have 100 rupee notes as their preference. Okay. So what we have is this case is you have to minimize the number of notes, right? So if I have to minimize the number of notes, can I put like it has to have become a multiple of 500, right? If I put 500, okay, can I put like in 5 notes I cannot put another 4500, right? So I take the next multiple of 5, which is 10. If I put 10 notes, can I make 4000 of the remaining less than 10 notes? Yes, I can make like this. I can have 8 notes of 500 and 10 notes of 100, right? So total notes I will be using is 18, right? That is the minimum. That is the minimum number of notes. Because if I increase this number 15 and 7, it is more, right? So I'll have to minimize the number of 100 rupee notes. Okay. So minimizing this will give me this scenario. Okay. Now, how many 500 rupee notes are needed in this case? 8 500 rupee notes and into 50 customers. That is 400 notes. The question is, what is the number of 500 rupee notes, right? So the required number is 500 plus 400, that is 900 notes. With 900 notes, you can fulfill the demand of 2 sets of customers who are requiring, who have 500 as the preference and 100 as the preference. So both type of customers can be fulfilled. Okay. All right. Now let's come to the next set. It says that ABCD are four female students, and so are ABCD. I mean, the names, they have some names, and they have one of the three. They study in three institutes, X, Y, and Z. Okay, and each student majors in one subject and minors in another. Marketing, operations, and finance. Okay, the following facts are also given that three students are from X, three from Y, and the remaining two students, both female, are from Z. Okay, so let us fill a table like this: A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. Okay, these are let them be the female students. Okay, let these be the male students. Okay, and what they have is they have different institute. And then major and minor. So three things are required for all these 8 students. Okay. So what is given to you is that 3 students from X, 3 from Y, and the remaining 2 students both. So Z has 2 females, and remaining 2 females are from these two, maybe 1 each, or 2 0. Okay. Both the male students from Y minor in finance, while the female student from Y majors in operations. Okay. So it says that uh, like, so in Y you have 2 male students and 1 female student. Okay. So the composition is like this: X, Y, Z. Z 2 females, Y is 2 males and 1 female, and similarly X also has 2 male and 1 female. Okay, that is the structure known from these two statements. Okay, so 2 males in X, 2 males in Y, and in Z there are both are female. Okay, only 1 male student majors in operations, while 3 female students minor in marketing. 1 female and 2 male students major in finance. Adriana and Dave are from the same institute. Daisy and Amit are from the same institute. Okay. So Adriana and Dave are from same institute, and Daisy and Amit are from same institute. So Adriana and Dave, so male and female, right? And same Daisy and Amit, they are male and female. So one of them is from X, one of them is from Y. Okay, and vice versa. Okay, so either they from X or both of them are from Y, and similarly this. Barun is from Y. Okay, so Barun is from Y and majors in operation. Chetan is from X and majors in finance. Okay. Daisy minors in operations. Okay. Now what it is given is both the male students from Y major in finance. But Barun is from Y, right? Something is okay. So other males from Y could be so from this we can get that others are from Varun is from Y and majors in operations, but this is contradictory to this, right? Okay, sorry, this is minor in finance. My bad. So this is minor in finance. Okay, so other guy will also minor in finance. While the female student from Y majors in operations. Okay, that is not known to us. One female and two male students major in finance. So Chetan is one of those. Okay, and then we have three female students minor in marketing. Okay, so this Daisy minors in operations, so they will all of them will minor in marketing. Okay, so that can be derived from this, isn't it? Now Adriana and Dev are from same institute, right? So Adriana and Dev either from they are from X and or they are from Y, and Daisy and Amit are from same institute, right? So these two are from same institute, these two are from same institute, right? So it means they are from X or Y, and two females are from Z. So these two must be the two females that were from institute Z. Another point that can be filled, okay? And what else can be filled? I don't think anything else could be filled. So the question is, who are the students from Institute Z? So we know that B and C, Bandita and Chitra are from Z. Okay, that can be found from this, isn't it? Let us see. Let's see. We can fill. Varun is from Y and majors in operations. Chetan in finance. Only one male student majors in operations. Okay, so these two cannot major in operations. From Y major in finance. Minor in finance. So one is this, and there will be another one. Okay, so it says that the female student from Y majors in operations. Okay, so this means that this person must be from Y, because if this is the person, because you cannot major and minor in the same subject, right? So this must be from Y and major in operations, and this must be from X. So this is X, this is Y. Okay, that can be derived from this, and this has been filled. Both the male students from Y minor in finance. So this person also minors in finance. That is done. Female student from Y majors in operations. That is done. Only one male student majors in operations. Okay, this is correct. While three female students minor in marketing. That is also filled. One female and two male students major in finance. Okay. So two male students. So now this person cannot major in finance. So this person majors in finance. Okay, this we have already filled. Daisy minors in operations. Now only one male majors in operations. This person cannot major in finance nor in operations, so this will major in marketing. Okay, and anything else? These are the only things that we can fill. Right? Okay, so let us now solve the other questions from this. Which subject does Dev minor in? Okay, so this is clearly visible that Dev minors in finance. Okay, which subject does Amit major in? So what is the major of Amit? Amit's major is again finance. Okay. If Chitra majors in finance, which subject does Bandita major in? Okay, so if Chitra majors in finance, so what will be the major of Bandita? How will we find out? So anything condition given for girls? Chitra majors in finance. Female student from Y majors in operations, that is there. Okay, one female and two male students major in finance. That is given to us, right? So she is the only person who can major in finance. Now this person cannot major in finance, so she will major in operations. Okay, she cannot major in marketing, that's for sure. She cannot major in finance, so she will major in operations. Okay. Alright, so that was one set. Another set. Now let's do the next set that we have. Fuel contamination levels at each of 20 petrol pumps P1, P2s and so on up to P20 were recorded as either high, medium or low. Contamination levels at 3 pumps among P1 to P5 were recorded as high. Okay, so 3 out of 5 were high. P6 was the only pump among P1 to P10 where the contamination was recorded as low. So P6 was the only one where it was low among first 10. Okay, so up to 10, either it was high or it was medium. Okay, that is given to us. Now the next condition that is known to us is that P7 and P8 were the only two consecutively numbered pumps where the same levels of contamination was recorded. So 7 and 8 had the same level, either high, or they cannot be low, either they are both high or both medium. Okay. Others, like it was alternate, it could be alternate, but it could not be consecutive. Okay. Now we have that in the first 5, okay, it was like it was recorded as 3 were recorded as high. So the only possibility is high, 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 and medium, medium. So this should have been in the first 5, and then it says that the next statement, this is done, this is done. Okay, this we do not know which one it is. High contamination levels were not recorded in any of the pumps P16 to P20. So it will be either low, medium, low, medium, low, because you cannot have two consecutive. Okay. The number of pumps where high contamination levels were recorded was twice the number of pumps where low contamination levels were recorded. Okay. So high is equal to 2 times of low. Okay, high is 2 times of low. So let us find the minimum number of mediums. Okay, this will give us the number of high and low, right? Minimum and maximum possible number of mediums. So now high equal to 2 low. So it means that let us say low is in x, then high will be in 2x of the pumps. So total will be 3x. Right, so 3x can take values like, it cannot, like, see there are 20, right, and you don't have consecutive numbers, so it has to be, every pump has to be less than 10, right, at any category has to be less than 10, isn't it? So I cannot have it as 9 because medium cannot be 11, I can have as 12, okay, I can have as 15, high, medium, low. Okay, so 6, like if I put x equal to 4, okay, I'll have 8, I'll put 5, I'll have 10, I have 6, and I have 12, and this is 8, this is 5, this is 2. Right, can I have just 2 medium? No, that is not possible. That is not at all possible. I cannot have just 2 as medium. So I'll have 2 cases, right? So I'll have like I can have maximum of these many. Okay. So let me form some cases. Let us take 5 medium. Okay, so 5 medium, 4 are, so one is this. I've taken 5 medium. I can have all high, low, high, low. Now I cannot have more than 8 high also, right? Because in last 5 I do not have high, so I cannot have this high. So I'll have 8 high, 4 low and 8 medium. Okay, so I'll have to sort out things how to fill those high, low and mediums in this. Okay. So in order to have 8 high, if both of them are medium, okay, so I can have maximum of then ninth will be high. Okay, so basically whatever is this, if it is high, okay, so it will be high. Okay, if it is medium, it will be medium. Okay, so I have 1 2 3 3, I can have only 4 high and I cannot have 4 high here, right? So this will not be medium, so it will basically be high, right? So first then I can determine. So I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 high here, and I have to have 2 more high here, right? 2 more high, so I can have 12 and 14 as high, right? Okay, and then if I have 8 high, I have to have 2 more high. I have put 2 low here, so I'll have to have 1 more low. Okay, so I can put low, high, medium, high, medium, high, medium, high. Okay, then I can also have, so first 10 are same. I have to have one low, and I can have 11 as low. I can also have 12 as low, right? Let's put 12 as low. Okay, can I put 13 as low? Yes, I can put 13 as low as also. Okay, okay, so these are the conditions that I can get. All right. Okay, so this is how we can arrange them. So for first 10 we already know all, and we can make different possible cases for others. Okay, which of the following must be true? The contamination as P10 was recorded as high, so that is true, isn't it? I mean, fortunately the first option turned out to be true. Okay, 12 I can have all possibilities, 13 I can have all possibilities, 20 we can have low or medium, right? So this is definitely true. P10 is definitely high. Then second is, what best can be said about the number of firms at which contaminants level was recorded as medium? So it was exactly 8. So we saw that high were 8, okay, medium were 8 and low were 4. So that number was fixed. The order was not necessary, right? Okay, so now let's go to the next question. If the contamination at P11 was recorded as low, okay, so if P11 is low, which of the following must be true? So we will take the second case where P11 is low. P18 was low, false. P12 was high, false. P14 was medium, true. And P15 was medium, is again false, right? Only one has to be true. So option C is true. So if we take case, the second case, we get this arrangement. Okay. All right. If contamination level at P15 was recorded as medium, then which of the following must be false? So 15 was medium in only case 1. I have to tell which of the following is false. P11 and 16 is same, so that is false. P10 and 14 same, 10 and 14 same, correct. Okay, then I have 13 and 17 same, 13, 17 same, 14 higher than P15. So higher, and this is medium, yes. So that is all are correct. So this is the one which is false. Okay, option A is the false one, and rest all are true. So this can be, I mean, you have to make cases. It was a lengthy one. Okay, during the examination, it must have been a lengthy one, making all these cases and filling all these tables. That would have taken a good amount of time, and such sets should be skipped in the examination. Okay, such like sets where you know that they're going to consume a lot of time. It is advisable to skip such sets in the examination. All right. Okay, so that was the discussion for this paper, and let me tell you about the courses that we have at Gradeup. We have courses for CAT 2021 and 20 both. Okay, so we have like launched batches for CAT 2021 as well. And for in order to get access for these courses, you need to buy Gradeup Super and get access to these courses, and full syllabus coverage, complete doubt resolution by expert faculty. And there are 3 short series that are available on Gradeup app. You can watch them there. And if you are looking to like take mock test from Gradeup's platform, you can buy Gradeup Green Card. It is available for just $9.99, and you get access to mock tests of CAT, ZAT, CMAT, MAT, TISNET, and MAT. So all these mock tests are available on Gradeup Green Card. So if you take the subscription of it, you get access to all these. And not only that, CAT 2020 are on the new pattern mock test. All right. And also not only mock tests, you also have sectional tests. So a lot of tests that are mandatory for preparation, you can buy Gradeup Green Card, and hence you get access to all these tests. And these are your mentors at Gradeup. I'm sure you must have seen all of them on Facebook and Gradeup app. They'll be teaching in this course. So all 100 percentilers, they themselves have cracked the examination and scored heavily in the exam. Okay, you can see that quite experienced people scoring 100 percentile in 2004, 2009. So they have had years of experience. Okay. All right, so this brings us to the end of this session. Thanks for watching the video, and have a great day. Good night.